Tim, but yeah, anything can happen in a game like this. It seems like the last several years that the team that was favored to win lost. So anything can be up for grabs tonight. As Franklinton had opened the season with 2 straight victories over Varnado and Belle Chase before losing last week to 5th-ranked Redemptress in Baton Rouge. And Bogalusa, after opening the season with a big victory over Kennedy, have dropped back-to-back games to 5A Mandeville and Covington. So I expect tonight's going to be a high-scoring game, and it's weird that this will be the home opener for Franklinton here at Demon Stadium, but Bogalusa's already played here one time a couple of weeks ago when they had problems with the lights. Bogalusa played their game against Mandeville here, so that may have action on the game tonight, Jim. You can't ever tell.
Captains are meeting at midfield. And, of course, Mike Bird will be doing our color commentary tonight, and David Entrevi and Mike Evans are over at Buccaneer Field for the second half of our doubleheader. They'll be taking on Wilkinson Academy. So, Mike, it's you and I to anchor things here at the Demon Stadium, a game we've been looking forward to since the Jamboree.
It's always exciting to come to the games. It says here that Bogalusa won the toss and deferred. Means that Franklinton will receive to start the contest, Tim.
Right you are. They have a habit of, they did that last week at Covington, Mike, deferring when they win the toss.
Well, a lot of teams are doing that now, Tim. They want to go out there on defense and apply the first hit and everything like that. I tell you one thing, I'll make a prediction right now. There will be some hard hitting in this game tonight. This is a real friendly rivalry here. I mean, every team wants to win, but they've always, every time they play, it's been good, clean action, and that's what we want to see. So I'm looking forward to a game. I missed one last week, the Bogalusa Covington game, so I'm looking forward for Friday night football again, Tim.
And we have it doubleheader style coming your way here on Channel 17. We have Bowling Green and Wilkinson Academy to follow this one. 2 games with the price of 1 this week, Mike.
Well, that's good, Tim. You have 2 games of high school football since LSU, Tulane, and the Saints all have an open date this week, so people can tune in to Channel 17 and should see 2 really good games, high school games.
Bogalusa will tee it off and kick it off dressed in white with their black headgear. Kicking for Bogalusa will be Fred McGee. The Demons in their purple home uniforms, white pants, white headgear. And their new uniforms looking real sharp here this evening. So we're just about set for football from Demon Stadium. FPTV 17 Sports. The fans are eagerly awaiting the beginning of this one. Lumberjacks and the Demons for supremacy in Washington Parish. And McGee's kick will be taken by Kendrick Burton. And he is going to be stacked up as he gets back to about the 26-yard line.
Tackle was made by Dwayne Cotton, Tim.
The Demons will start at first down, 10 yards to go from the 26-yard line. I understand that the Demons will have the services of Bo Jackson tonight.
Bo Jackson injured his ankle in the season opener against Varnado, and he played a little bit against Belle Chase. He didn't play any last week, so he'll be in that starting lineup tonight. Said Franklin rested him up where he could be sure and play in this game.
All right. And the quarterback takes the ball, hands it off near side. That is Bo Jackson. And he'll be corralled after about a 8-yard gain up to the 35-yard line.
Well, Bo Jackson, he didn't look like he had any ankle problems on that, Tim. He hit it right at the line of scrimmage and veered it off to the right. Picked up about 8 yards on that play, Tim. Tackle made by Aaron DeMond.
Ball resting squarely on the 35-yard line. A second down and a short 2 coming up for the Demons. Just underway, 11:20 left in quarter number 1. And Ricky Newman at quarterback in the I formation. 2 wides to the far side. Handoff goes to Bo Jackson again, and he has first down yardage up to the 38-yard line. And this is what the Demons want to do. If they can get Bo Jackson clicking like that, you do 2 things. You keep the Lumberjacks' speedy offense off the field, and you get momentum going your way and eating up time of possession.
That's what Franklinton's game plan is. This is the first time in several years they've had a big running back, and they want to pound him in there. And their game plan is if they keep pounding in there and they move the defensive backs up, and they can hit you with a pass. Newman has a good arm there at the quarterback.
1st and 10, Demons in the I formation. Wide outs to the near side of the field in the I formation. Newman takes the ball, hands it to Jackson, and this time he fooled no one. Loss on the play. Rudolph making the heads-up. Berlin Williams.
Berlin Williams was on the tackle. That was an X. He come up from the secondary spot and threw Bo Jackson down. That's something you don't see very often, Tim.
Well, it just goes to show you that the Lumberjack defense is adjusting now. You can't do the same thing over and over again because before long that Lumberjack backfield's going to be back there waiting on it.
That's right. That's what Franklin, Bo Jackson is their main offensive threat, and that's what they want him to do.
Ball after 35. It'll be 2nd down and 13 yards to go. They send the 2 wides to the near side, and Newman back to pass, throws, and it's caught. And it is a 1st down in Lumberjack territory. That is Krishan Singleton. Singleton with the big catch, and it's a 1st down for the Demons at the Lumberjack 32-yard line. Well, Mike, he just broke open there a couple of steps at the end of the route. Newman put it on the numbers.
Well, Bogalusa, it's like we was talking earlier. Bogalusa had moved up a little bit, and Newman play-action pass. He faked to Jackson, and Singleton was wide open, perfect pass, picked up 31 yards.
Newman up to the line of scrimmage on the 1st and 10 at the Bogalusa 32, and the handoff to Bo Jackson going nowhere. Met in the backfield, Mike Bird.
Ronald Fields, excellent play by Ronald Fields, shot through there and threw him back for about a 3-yard loss.
Clock runs with 9 minutes and 29 seconds left in the 1st quarter. And it's a 2nd down 12 situation for the Demons at the Bogalusa 33-yard line. Just over the 33, shy of the 34. 2 wides to the near side in the I formation behind Newman. Newman takes the ball, hands it off to Jackson. He's got a good hole to move through. And he's down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line in Lumberjack territory.
Berlin Williams and Darren Fields on the tackle end. That was just a great opening by the offensive line, just right up the middle, Tim. Tell you what, Jack's got the handful of Bo Jackson tonight.
And it's 3rd down and short, 3rd down at about 2. And you got to figure here, this is 4-down territory, Mike.
Oh, yes. Everything could probably be 4-down territory tonight in a rivalry game like this.
8:38, clock running, 1st quarter, no score. Newman takes the ball, hands to Jackson again. He's got a 1st down and more as he plows to the Bogalusa 15-yard line. Berlin Williams along with number 44 for the Lumberjacks, Dwayne Cotton, in on the stop. Now's when the Lumberjack defense is going to have to stiffen.
Tell you what, Berlin Williams had to come up from the secondary to make that tackle. That's pretty bad when you got your strong safety coming in to make tackles, and Berlin Williams already made 4 tackles here, and that's not good. Linemen are getting blown out for Bogalusa here early.
1st down for the Demons. Jackson with the ball and nowhere to go. Fields and company bring him down. And it's going to bring up 2nd down about 11, depending on where they spot the ball. They spot it on the 17. We'll call it 2nd and 11. 12. Pat says 12. 2nd down.
Mr. Pat don't make no mistakes, Tim. If he says 12, it's 12.
All right. 7:39 left in the 1st quarter. Newman rolls out near side, throws. He's got his man, but did he hang on? Yes. No. One official says no, one says yes. They'll talk about it.
I think he had it, and then he dropped it there, Tim. Yeah, they've ruled it incomplete. It was a perfect pass. Hit him in the hands. He just couldn't quite hold on to it.
And it brings up 3rd down 11 with 7:27 to go 1st quarter. Our eagle eye on the game is Cecil B. to football, Pat Baggett.
You know it's football season. Pat does not have Bermudas on tonight. He's got the long pants on.
Uh-oh, he only does that during football season. And sometimes in baseball when he knows it's going to be cold, like March. You never know. Big third down play coming here. Newman takes the ball, throws out here, and just can't get his receiver. Intended for Rodney Mitchell. Now it's fourth down. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter of this one. Tim Augustine and Mike Barrett here, along with Cecil B. the football, Pat Baggett, and his entourage, who are out there with him tonight.
Pat's fan club's always here. I tell you what, that Mr. Pat has got it under control. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fourth down, going for it, of course. Now, Newman dropping back. Now rolls to the near side, throws incomplete. And the Lumberjacks will take over on downs at their own 17 with 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter. And Mike, one thing you got to say, that time the Lumberjacks defense, they bended, but they did not break, and that was the key to that drive.
Well, the defense, I'm not the play calling on this, but they were doing well with Bo Jackson, then they went to do 3 straight incomplete passes. The coaches up here must have seen something that tipped them off, so let's see how Bogalusa is going to start tonight.
Aaron DeMond being met. No gain, a loss maybe of a yard.
Tackle made by Vanderberge.
Rodney James in there as well, making a stop. No gain on the 17, second down and 10. The reading was 6:51 left to go here in first quarter. We are scoreless in the Battle of Washington Parish. Lumberjacks to the line of scrimmage, Travis Hunter and company. Wide outs left and right now as they send Ori in motion. Handoff goes to Ori, I believe. And he gets about 3 to the 20-yard line before Billy Peterson and company bring him down for the Demons. Now we have the Heat timeout halfway through. We have a timeout on the field with no score. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sports.
If you need cash in a flash, it's time to come by 951 Washington Street in Franklinton and let Parish Credit make that loan you need. Whether it's real estate loans, long-term first and second mortgages, home improvement loans, consolidation loans, auto loans, or personal loans. Quite simply, loans for any good reason. So if you need cash in a flash, come by Parish Credit today, 951 Washington Street in Franklinton.
The family-owned and operated Double D Meats Incorporated, located south of Bogalusa on Highway 21, has served the wonderful folks of our area for over 32 years. We assure the highest quality products, available for purchase at your local supermarket by using state-of-the-art equipment and strict compliance with the USDA's high standards. Also, Double D Hot and Mild Country Smoked Sausage, our old-fashioned hoghead cheese, and slab bacon are the best of their kind available. Double D also provides outstanding service when cutting, wrapping, or processing your deer, hog, and other custom meats. The Stogner brothers, Tillman and Mike, value the opportunity to serve you. To resume play now. In the previous play, it was Kyle Passman on the run. Sorry about that. We didn't pick up the number of here. We give him credit for that 3-yard gain. Now Hunter rolls far side, and he will keep the ball. And it's going to be a late hit against Franklinton, and that's going to give Bogalusa a first down.
Well, Travis Hunter was running around the end. He was out of bounds. He was chased out of bounds by Rodney James, and then I couldn't see what number. His defensive back come up and hit him out of bounds. It'll be a automatic first down, Bogalusa.
And that can give new life to this offense with 6:25 to go in the first quarter. And this will move the ball up to the 33-yard line, but it'll be first and 10, Bogalusa. Moving from right to left as you look at your television. Ball hash mark far side of the field, Hunter at quarterback. Man in motion to the near side. Hand it up the middle and maybe a yard, but not much there. Douglas for about 1.
Joey Dykes was on the tackle for Franklinton.
Mike, both teams seem to be intent on running the football to be their basic offense early.
That's right, Tim. Surprised me. I thought that Bogalusa would have come out throwing it, but the coaches have been studying film for the whole year, all this, and those coaches know a lot more than I do, and they see something in the defense that they're going to work at, Tim.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line. Hunter drops back, throws, complete, and a flag is down, and a fumble on the play, and it is, let's see if they rule it a fumble. We'll see what this is as we unravel it. It's complete out here to Berlin Williams. So now they'll discuss it with Franklinton, an illegal shift against Bogalusa. It's the Demons on the turnover. So the Demons will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Bogalusa 35-yard line. And Mike, you can ill afford to turn the ball over in your own territory like that.
Well, that was a slow developing play there, Tim. It seemed like the ball laid on the ground for 5 minutes before somebody finally picked it up. I think the one recovered was Brandon Burning. So the Demons have excellent field position again.
Jackson around the corner. And he is hit as he gets down to 25. But I got to tell you, folks, Sean Fall, Berlin Williams, all put championship hits on him, and he just refused to go down, Mike.
Berlin Williams had a running start and hit him up high, and he just kept those legs churning. So I tell you what, Bo Jackson showing very little ill effects of that ankle injury he suffered in the season opener. He's looking really good out there, Tim.
And they spot the ball. They're going to come out and measure it to the near side. And we will see what the verdict will be. The referees will stretch the chains. And he appears to be just a tad short, and he is. He'll be short by about that far.
About a foot, I think, Tim. I'll tell you what, Bo Jackson has looked really sharp here. The Franklin offensive line has done a good job here in the early going, Tim. Bogalusa has been on defense most of the time, and last time Franklin had driven deep in Bogalusa's territory, and they went on 4th down, and Bogalusa held them. So 5:27 to go in the first quarter, and nothing, but Franklin's driving again.
On the Bogalusa 25-yard line, 2nd down, about a foot to go for the first. That gives you a whole lot of creativity to call the plays on offense, Mike.
There's a lot of different things you can do on that, Tim. That's an excellent position to be in, 2nd and about a foot.
Newman at quarterback takes the ball, drops back, looks, throws out here, and it's incomplete. It was intended for number 82 downfield, Mitchell. And it'll bring up 3rd down and a foot to go. But you see, Mike, of course, that's what you can do when it's 2nd down and a foot. It's really a no harm, no foul situation.
Well, that's the situation there. Even if you don't make it, you only need a foot for a first down. So it wouldn't surprise me if Mr. Jackson got the ball on this play.
None whatsoever. 5:17 left first quarter. I formation with 2 wides to the far side of the field. And Newman takes, hands to, let's see. He lost a little yardage. Jared Smith on the carry. And he lost a yard. It's 4th down, Mike Bird now. It looms very large, missing that first down by a foot.
Well, they still only need about a yard and a half there, Tim, and they still in, like I said, 4-down territory.
Going for it on 4th down. See what happens. 4:45 and counting in the first quarter. Newman up. We'll see who moved. And it is offside against Bogalusa, and it's 1st down and 10. for the Demons at the Bogalusa 21-yard line. With 4:38 left, first quarter, in a scoreless duel so far at Demon Field. Now Newman has them at the line of scrimmage and ready to go. Newman hands it to Bo Jackson, and he brings tacklers with him down to the 17-yard line. Fields and Fall on the stop. Pickup of about 3. Second, about 6.5, 7 yards to go.
One thing I noticed here in early going, Tim, that Bo Jackson's been picking up more yardage when he goes to the right than when he goes to the left. He's been getting good yardage on this side around the tackle in the end. And when he tried the guard and the tackle on the left side, they've been bottling him up on that side.
Second down, we'll call it 6.5, 7 yards to go. Demons to the line of scrimmage. Newman at quarterback in the I formation, 2 wides to the far side of the field. Newman's back flag is thrown, and there's an incomplete pass to the far side. Cedric Gross was the intended receiver.
Something against this motion or something against Franklin there. I think he pointed toward Franklin. I didn't see the official call, though, Tim.
This is a big drive, Mike, for Franklin. You only get so many opportunities in a ball game inside the red zone, and you get the turnovers. You got to cash those into points to win the game.
See, the last 3 or 4 years, that's what's hurt Franklinton. Bogalusa's won now for 6 or 7 years in a row in this annual war. But the Franklinton last year, in particular, moved all up and down the field, but they just couldn't make any points when they need to do it. And they've been down here twice here in the first quarter, deep in Bogalusa territory, and so far they hadn't scored anything, so it looks like the trend's continuing.
3 minutes, 46 seconds left in this opening quarter. It'll be second down and 11, ball at the 22-yard line. Newman rolls near side, being chased, throws, incomplete, and he was pressured. And the receiver, Gross, downfield wasn't even close. Excuse me, no, the intended receiver was number 89 out here, which is Singleton. But it's third down and 11, the important statistic of note right now. It'll be a big lift for the Bogalusa defense if they can stop them here again.
That's right, Tim. Franklin's had the ball for the first drive. Was about 10 plays, and they got to the 17, didn't score. And now they got down to the 18 and had a penalty and moved it back. So they've been in Bogalusa in the field the whole first quarter.
Oh, we're going to have motion called against the Demons that time. That'll back them up 5 more. Not moving in the proper direction, Mike.
See what a game like this, Tim, and people on both sides are excited and they want to play real well. And sometimes the adrenaline gets going there, and you want to do well, and you do a little bit too much. And that's something the coaches always tell these kids is play up to your ability and talents. And sometimes you just try to do just a little bit too much, and on that play the receiver just took a little extra step before the snap of the ball, and it cost Franklin 5 yards.
You're right, Mike, and now it's third down and 16 yards to go for Franklinton. I formation, 2 wides to the far side, 1 to the near side. Newman back, throws, and it is overthrown down around the 2-yard line. Now it's fourth down coming up. And we'll see what the strategy will be employed from Coach Shane Smith. First-year head coach here at Franklinton High School. And they're going to take time out to talk about it. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport.
Bogalusa Concrete would like to thank everyone for their tremendous support over the last 50 years as we look forward to serving you into the new century. Bogalusa Concrete has licensed trucks and plants in Louisiana and Mississippi. We can service all of your residential and commercial needs with free estimates and radio dispatch trucks. Bogalusa Concrete only uses state-certified materials. Bogalusa Concrete is locally owned and operated, so call today at 732-4284.
Joanne Miles & Sons Incorporated, family owned and operated in Bogalusa for 27 years, is proud to support Washington Parish's high school football programs. With emphasis on safety and quality, Joanne Miles & Sons is ranked 58th in the U.S. in production of southern yellow pine. A total of 117 million board feet was cut last year at the mill site on Highway 21 North. The mill's 90 team members have 650,000 man-hours worked with no lost time. Joanne Miles & Sons reminds you to head to the stadium and cheer for the home teams as they take to the football fields across the parish each and every Friday night.
Come see what's happening at McGee Autoplex in Franklinton. 1,500
Field now. The Demons playing fourth down and 16 yards to go. Newman has them on the line of scrimmage, 2 wides to the far side, 1 to the near side of the field, the I formation. And they're coming for him. They get a block, and he unloads downfield. Incomplete. And the Lumberjacks will take over at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. So that's 2 times in the first quarter that Bogalusa has held them deep in their own territory. And now we'll see if the offense can get on track.
Well, that's right, Tim. Franklinton has had the ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 plays in the first quarter, and it failed to come up with any points. That's going to come back and haunt them later on.
Now Hunter hands it off. And maybe a yard gain.
Billy Peterson was on the tackle.
It was O'Ree on the carry to the 28, just a smidgen of a half-yard gain. That's what we'll call it. A smidgen with 3:07 left in the first quarter. Still scoreless here at Demon Field in Franklinton. Now with Hunter to the line of scrimmage. DeMond in motion to the far side. The handoff goes to DeMond. He breaks through the line and about a 7-yard gain up to the 35. It'll bring up 3rd down and short for the Lumberjacks.
Tackle was made by David Garrett.
Don't forget our second half of our doubleheader. Bowling Green and Wilkinson Academy comes your way following this one in homecoming festivities from Bowling Green. All right here on FPTV 17. David and Trevia and Mike Edwards are over there. Evans, excuse me, call him Edwards for a chance. Mike Evans, that's it.
You must have been thinking about Edwin Edwards, Tim.
I was. He reminds me of him. We got movement all over the place out here. Let's see what it is. Waiting for the official indication. And it is offside. Franklinton, that'll give Bogalusa a first down up on their own 40-yard line with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter from Demon Field in Franklinton.
That's Bogalusa's first down, Tim.
As Mike points out, the first down. Hunter takes the ball, rolls far side, keeps, and he's got about 4 yards up to the 44-yard line before he's brought down.
Tackle was made by 54 Joey Dykes, freshman.
So 2nd down and 6 yards to go. The situation for Bogalusa, dressed in all white with the black headgear here on the road at Franklinton. Next week we'll be at Lumberjack Stadium, Bogalusa, as the Jacks take on John Ehret in homecoming. 2nd down. And the handoff goes to Darren DeMond, far side, and he fights his way up to the 48, 49-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and short for Bogalusa. Brandon Vernon and others on the stop. They've spotted at the 48. It's come on 3rd and 2, the situation here, as we go under 1 minute to play in the first quarter here from Demon Field in Franklinton. Lumberjacks break the huddle and up to the line they come. Hunter looks over the defense. Hands it to Aaron DeMond. He's got a first down, and a flag is thrown back in the Lumberjack backfield. And we'll see what it's double shift against Bogalusa. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 now, Mike Bird, instead of 3rd and 2, and that's a horse of a different color.
That's right. You're going to have to change your play calling on that play. They've been already about 8 or 9 penalties here in the first quarter, Tim. It looks like both teams are nervous in this big rivalry game here, and the first quarter has been opposite of what I thought it was going to be. I thought Bogalusa would come out throwing the ball, and Franklin would come out running. They've done just backwards, so that's the game plan. It's hard to really put your finger on the game plan because they got Bo Jackson for Franklinton, they got Aaron DeMond for Bogalusa, so that's 2 explosive offensive players there on each side of the field.
Clock ticking down, 20 seconds left of the first quarter. Over in motion to the near side. Hunter sprints out, throws out here complete, and they cannot hang on. Intended for Michael Ory. It's 4th down, kicking unit coming on the field with 9 seconds left in the first quarter. And the fans have seen just a hard-fought back-and-forth battle here in the first 12 minutes, Mike.
Looks like that ball's hard to hang on. Like there's been some really hard hitting, but there's also been several drop passes and several penalties. So a game, you know, anything can happen in a rivalry game like this, Tim. So both teams really want to play well.
All right, we're set now for the punt. It's a high snap. And it's going to be down back on the 17-yard line. And so that was a big special teams error there, Mike. And now Franklinton has got the ball on the Bogalusa 19 with 2 seconds left in the quarter.
Franklin, excellent field position. Then the punter didn't have a prayer on that one. It was about 40 feet over his head, and he was lucky to pick it up. So Franklin, excellent field position again, Tim.
This will be the final play of the first quarter. Newman has him to the line of scrimmage now with 1 back behind him. Pitches it to Jackson. Turns. A fumble. And the Lumberjacks have it. And have it up to the 30-yard line. Number 21 picked it up for Bogalusa. Darius Greeley. And another turnover. Changes things quite a bit here. So that's the end of the first quarter of play. No score from Demon Field. Back after these words on Channel 17 Sport.
Hi, I'm Sheila Seal.
With the Lumberjacks playing a 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Ory in motion to the far side. A handoff comes near side.
Tackle made by Rodney James.
And right now it'll be gain of about a ½ a yard. It'll be 2nd down, 9.5 for Bogalusa. And that high snap loomed large, and Bogalusa comes up with a Bo Jackson fumble. I'll tell you what, the fans were gasping for breath after those 2 plays.
Yeah, back-to-back big turnovers right there. So Bogalusa needs to get some sort of offensive drive going here.
And Hunter Keats, he'll be down.
Brandon Vernon on the tackle, Tim.
So the ground game is not getting underway here for the Lumberjacks, and it's 3rd down and about 9 to go. Ball at their own 33-yard line.
Franklin's defense is really quick. Bogalusa hadn't been able to get anything going offensively. They have quick linemen and quick linebackers, and the secondary's coming up. And I've really been impressed by Franklin's defense here in the first half.
Hunter has him with the line of scrimmage on the 3rd down play. And he hands it off. Fakes it off, throws out here incomplete. Nowhere near Aaron DeMond, the intended receiver. And so it's 4th down, and the punting unit will come on. And this time, Mike, let's see if we can get the snap off here.
Well, the snap was good last time, except it was about 12 foot high.
I thought the Jolly Green Giant was back there to... Let's see who we got kicking, Mike.
Let's see. The gunner is
Perkins. Chris Perkins will do the kicking for Bogalusa, standing on his 20-yard line. High snap, but he hauls it in, gets it away just in the nick of time. This is going to hit. There comes a flag down. As the ball is down at the 48-yard line, we'll sort out the flags here. Waiting for the official indication with 10:18 left in the first half of a scoreless battle here at Demon Field in Franklinton.
Clipping against Franklinton.
That's going to move them back and cost them some good field position. Move them back to the 34-yard line. With 10:18 to go in the second quarter, we're still scoreless. Ricky Newman has them to the line of scrimmage, and we're set to play ball. Newman drops back, draw play, and off to the races is Bo Jackson across midfield to the Bogalusa 49.
Tackle was made by Chris Taylor.
They spot the ball. It's squarely on midfield. And it's first down and 10 to go for the Demons, who seem to gradually be getting the momentum in this game.
Franklin has had the ball most of the time here in the first quarter. They got down to the 19 and got down to the 18 and didn't score. And Bo Jackson there, just a shoestring tackler. He'd have been off to the races, Tim. Picked up 16 yards and a first down.
Newman hands it near side. Jackson again inside the 45. Gain of 8 to the Bogalusa. We'll call it a gain of 7 to 43. Second down and 3 coming up. And that's where they're most dangerous. When they start getting 5+ yards on running plays and on first down, then they can do a lot of work. But they have a young quarterback who's getting better week by week.
That's right. It's Ricky Newman's an excellent quarterback. He's got a good arm. He's smart. Got a good mom and dad. You know, everything you say. But Franklinton has the big advantage with Bo Jackson back there pounding, and then that gives Newman the time to throw the ball.
Newman back, throws, and it's incomplete. Not even close to his intended receiver, number 82, Rodney Mitchell. 3rd and 5 now. But they have to throw those passes to keep the defense honest.
Well, Bogalusa is creeping up toward the line of scrimmage. You got Bo Jackson has been pounding inside the tackles. And then as Newman has had time to throw the ball, he's just a little bit high on his throw there. They're doing a little out pattern there. And a couple of passes he's put right in their hands, they haven't been able to hold on to it. I think it's still nerves here in the first half.
3rd down now, and the handoff comes to Jackson. Near side, he's got daylight. He's inside the 30. And a fumble. Bogalusa has it. Aaron DeMond recovers the fumble. Oh, what a game we have here, Mike Bird.
Looked like Bo Jackson went off to the races there, and Sean Foyle got a hand on the ball and forced it out, so the Demons have another turnover deep in Bogalusa territory.
That's the kind that causes coaches to pull their hair out when they see things like that happen. And now for Bogalusa, they've got to take advantage of these breaks because you're playing on the road, and you've got to subdue at least a lead here in a game that's just really seesawing back and forth right now.
That's right, Jim. Franklin has had a big advantage here in the first half. They hadn't been able to convert anything.
Ori around the far side. Flag is thrown. And the Demons stack him up at about the 30-yard line, but let's see what the flag will be.
Probably be a motion or something like that, Tim. They've had boo-koodles of them here in the first half already. Nope, hold it.
That's the big one. And that's not the way to start a drive, Mike Bird.
Well, that's about the 10th penalty we've had here in the first half, Tim. And for a big rival game. They've had plenty of turnovers and plenty of penalties and 0 points.
They trot it backwards, back to the 18-yard line, where it'll be first down and 20. First and 20, Bogalusa has to get to the midway for a first down. Because they are heading that direction, Mike.
They head toward the fairgrounds.
And Hunter sends the man in motion, takes the ball, and he pitches it as Aaron DeMond scoots back up forward. He has one man to beat. He could get some room here, 35-40, and out of bounds on the 42-yard line. Mike Bird, you didn't wear a hat, but you got to take your hat off to that kind of athleticism. Aaron DeMond showed his elusiveness and superior athleticism. That was a beautiful run. You won't see many like it.
Well, it looked like when they started off, it looked like it was going to be a reverse, and then he cut back and went to the middle, and he must have run 250 yards on that play, but that's a big play for Bogalusa. It goes up to the 44-yard line.
I know what happened there. He heard we said the fairgrounds, and he headed for it. So it's first and 10. Bogalusa up at the 43-yard line now. 2 wides to the far side. Ori in motion. And Hunter back throws complete across the middle. And a first down into Demon territory. That's number 5, B.J. Brown on the reception from Travis Hunter. And it's another Bogalusa first down. And Mike, the offense starting to click a little bit here. And it takes something like that long run from Aaron DeMond to get them on track.
Well, maybe that's what they needed, Tim. Bogalusa had been bottled up in that, and really on that play when he picked up a big first down, he was bottled up and just used his athletic talent and went the other way and picked up a first down.
Ball is on the Demon 42-yard line. And Hunter takes the ball and fakes the handoff, throws out here, and just leads his receiver a little bit too much. It was intended for Robert Douglas. It'll be second down 10 coming up with 7:58 left in the second quarter with Tim Augustine, Mike Bird, along with Cecil B. to football, Pat Baggett, and his associates who are with him out there. Right now, we're going to remind you, too, to watch the second half of our doubleheader because we have doubleheader weekend for you. Bowling Green and Wilkinson Academy during homecoming over there for the the Buccaneers. David and Trevia and Mike Evans are over there, as we are here at the very moment. Second down. Hunter back, throws. It's incomplete. Let's say it's a lateral, it's a fumble. And it's Franklinton football at the Bogalusa 40. This game has had too many bizarre changes of events, Mike.
Well, it was a lateral. He threw it back behind Douglas, and luckily, number 53 for Franklinton, David Richdale held him down. There had been a touchdown for the Demons.
Unbelievable. On the Bogalusa 39-yard line, Demons first and 10. Newman has him to the line of scrimmage, takes the ball, hands it off. Bo Jackson stops, no gain. Number 46 leading the charge for Bogalusa. Sean Fallon, also number 55, Kevin Adams in there on the stop. Bogalusa defensively has sniffed that play out pretty good here tonight. But the problem has been that by a back like Jackson, you give him just a little hole and he can burn you for 5 or 10 yards quick.
That's right, Tim. I think more, I was talking earlier about it might have been nerves here in the first half. I think a lot of it's a lot of hard hitting out there. Been several turnovers and plays like that. Just a good defensive game here.
And now Newman back. Pass, throws, complete on the far side. And Cedric Gross has it. Shy of a first down at about the 30-yard line, where it's going to bring up third and short for the Demons. We're under 7 minutes now to go in the first half of a scoreless duel in front of a jam-packed Davis Stadium. Mike, you got to say the crowd has really come out for this one.
Standing room only on both sides, Tim, and it's always, if Franklinton and Bogalusa were throwing water balloons, there'd be 500 people show up to watch it.
You're right. 3rd and short now. And the handoff goes to Bo Jackson. He's got a first down to the Bogalusa 25-yard line. And let's see, they're going to stretch the chains now. It's first down. And it is our water timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after these words on Channel 17 Sport. In the second quarter, 1st and 10 Demons at the 25-yard line. Bo Jackson again inside the 25 to the Bogalusa 23. Pickup of about 2. And Mike...
Byron Greeley on the tackle. Byron Greeley made a tackle, Tim.
Bo Jackson's been out a couple of weeks, and so he's just getting back in the groove of things. That may be the reason he's laid it on the ground a couple of times.
Well, he had a bad ankle, but you can't tell us tonight. He's been running real well. Just a couple times, the Bogalusa defender hit the ball, knocked it out of his hand. So I've been really impressed by the ways he's played tonight, Tim.
2nd down and 8 from the 23-yard line. Newman rolls near side, and it is caught in the air by a lineman. There goes the flag.
Well, what it was, Newman went to throw the ball and it hit his arm, and the ball bounced up in the air. I think the referee's going to pick that flag up on that play because Newman, I couldn't see who it was, a Bogalusa defender. I think Darren Fields was on Newman, and the ball popped up in the air. Number 57, Raphael McGee caught the ball. Yeah, that's what he did, Tim. I don't think the referee saw that Newman had been hit, and he wasn't attempting to throw a pass to 57.
No, indeed, and it moves the ball back to the 31-yard line, where it will be should be third down coming up here. Third down and about 16 yards to go, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Where'd we come up with that one?
Oh, I thought I was back in the Army, Tim.
Thought you might have saw Speck somewhere. I didn't know where he was.
That's right.
All right. To get everybody situated for the third down play coming up with 5:28 to go in the second quarter. Newman at quarterback. Drops back, draw play, and nowhere to go. That was sniffed out. That was sniffed out by Stephen Dwyron and Bobby Bell.
Well, that play had worked a couple of times before, but Bogalusa was waiting for it, so it's a good defensive stand by Bogalusa so far. Franklinton's going backwards, so I think they're going to punt now, Tim, or go in punt formation.
We'll see if they're going to kick it for real or not. 4 minutes and 48 seconds and counting left in the number 40 doing the punting is Kenny Webb. And he will kick it towards the corner on a pooch punt. Out of bounds it goes. It'll pin Bogalusa back deep with 4:30 left to go to intermission. That's the old pooch punt there, Mike Bird. I know one of your favorite plays in the repertoire.
That's something you don't see very much anymore. Franklinton has been down on Bogalusa's end of the field, and they say, well, what we'll do is just pooch it down there and push Bogalusa back deep in their own territory. And the way the ball's been flopping around tonight, they get a turnover, they might get a score right here before the half.
4:30 left to go in the second quarter. Bogalusa back at their own 10-yard line. Hunter under center, ready to go. Sends a man in motion. And the handoff goes to Aaron DeMond across the 15 up to the 18-yard line. Going to bring up second down and short. You know, Mike, we're late in the second quarter here, and it's going to be vital. Someone wants to take some momentum to the locker room with them because anything can happen in the second half.
Well, the way it's going, Franklin has dominated statistically, but statistics don't have any points on the scoreboard. 4 times they've been down inside Bogalusa 20 and come away with no points. So this is a trend that's been in the last 3 or 4 years. Franklin moved the ball, just couldn't make any points.
And now handoff goes to Douglas. And Douglas has a first down up to the 22-yard line. Now Bogalusa, of course, deferred the snap of the coin toss, so they'll decide who gets the ball in the second half. And if you could get a score before halftime here and then receive the football, that would give quite a momentum shift to the far side.
Well, the Bogalusa coaching staff has to be really impressed by the way the defense had played. The offense hadn't set a couple of big plays, but no scores. But if they could get something here right before the half, that's always a big lift going in the dressing room with a touchdown.
Ori in motion. The handoff goes to Ori, and about maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line before he's brought down.
Tackle made by James. Rodney James had a good game tonight. Defensive tackle, defensive end for Franklinton. So it'll be second, about 7.
Clock is running with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Second down and 8 situation. Ball just shy of the 25-yard line. And Hunter takes the ball, rolls far side, has time, throws, has his man, and Douglas has the reception on the far side. And it's a first down, Bogalusa, up at the 35-yard line approximately, with 2:48 left here in the first half of play. With the Lumberjack quick strike capability, they're just moving things on down, and it'll be an exciting end to this half, I believe.
Well, that play has worked all year for Bogalusa. Just Douglas coming out of the backfield, and Hunter threw it right to him, picked up a first down. He stepped out of bounds, stopped the clock.
And so, Ori in motion, and the handoff, first man through, nowhere to go. So it'll bring up second down and 10, actually maybe a half-yard gain at the most. Clock continues to run. We're at the 2.5-minute mark of the second quarter. And stay tuned. At halftime, we'll have both band performances for you. As you can, always the halftime show is great when Bogalusa Franklin play.
Yes, well, the game's always good, and halftime, even the hot dogs are good, Tim, so I always look forward to the games here.
All right, second down, we'll call it 9.5 to go. Hunter back throws. It's intercepted, going back the other way. And a killer turnover once again. Who does that?
Jake Kennedy. Jake Kennedy, number 8, stepped in front of the Hunter pass, so the Demons are down deep in Bogalusa territory for the 5th time, Tim.
Mike, I can't remember the last time I saw 2 teams play a first half with so many turnovers and errors on both sides of the football.
That's right, Tim. Both teams have been just giving the ball back and forth. So let's see, Franklin needs to get something here because they've had several opportunities.
Newman has them to the line of scrimmage. 2:02 left on the clock. Bo Jackson cracks inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. It'll be second down and about 8 yards to go. Ball at the Bogalusa 24-yard line. Clock ticking with 1 minute 45 seconds left here in the second quarter before intermission. And we will see the Bogalusa High School Marching Band followed by the Franklinton High School Marching Band here on Channel 17 Sports. Newman has them with the line of scrimmage. Wise to the far side of the field. Being chased, throws out here to Jackson, and he can't hang on, and it's ruled incomplete. That's a dangerous play, too, Mike, because if Jackson can haul that in, he has a whole lot of real estate in front of it.
Well, it was a little bit behind him. He got his hand on it. It would have been a hard catch, but looking back on that, too, it might have been good he couldn't hold on because Bogalusa had several defenders around him. So he dropped the ball, stops the clock. 1:15 to go. Another big play for Franklinton, 3rd and about 7. And they've been Bogalusa's into the field the whole first half, and so far they hadn't converted anything, and may come back to haunt them later, Tim.
It certainly might. Flags on the play. Motion will back them up. Well, actually, the way the things have fallen tonight, whoever wins this game, whoever loses this game, will have a lot of things to haunt them because they've had a lot of turnovers and missed opportunities.
Well, there's been a lot of missed opportunities for Franklin. They've been down there. It's the 5th time that they've been, 4 times they've been inside the 20 and didn't get anything. Now they're down on about the 29-yard line. And as Franklin has had the opportunities on Bogalusa in the field, they just haven't been able to convert anything, Tim. It reminds me a lot of, I keep saying it, last year the same thing happened with Franklin. They were able to move between the 20s, but they just couldn't get any points out of it. And it's like you said in the pregame show, you only have so many opportunities during a game. If you don't take advantage of them, it might come back.
3rd down and about 13. The ball is at the 29-yard line after the penalty success. Newman back, throws incomplete. And it is 4th down and about 13 to go. And we'll see if they will send in the play or will they call timeout and talk about it. And it looks like they may decide to call timeout. And that's what they're going to do. There's timeout on the field with 1:10 to go in the half. Still scoreless at Demon Field. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport. Hunt the Bogalusa with 1:10 to go in the first half. Big 4th down play here. Newman back. Throws downfield and he overthrows his intended receiver. And the Lumberjacks will get the ball back at their own 29 with 1:05 left to deal with here.
Bogalusa dodged another bullet. That's the 5th time that Franklinton was deep. Bogalusa territory come away with nothing. If Bogalusa that gets hit a quick play here right before the half, that would give him a tremendous lift at the half. Bogalusa's defense has been on the field a long time. He's done a great job holding Franklin to 0 points here. So let's see what they got in the bag of tricks here in the last minute of the first half.
Hunter takes the ball, and he'll keep it and be down to the 31-yard line. You know they want to get in and score, but the way the turnovers have been happening, I'd almost be willing to say, let's go over to the locker room and regroup here.
Well, that's right, Tim. You know, nothing to nothing, you're starting over as long as you're not behind. But they can go in there. Bogalusa will have the ball to start the second half, too.
37 seconds and counting left here in the half. And Ori in motion. Flags are thrown. Bogalusa will be penalized for motion, according to Mike Bird.
Two people were moving at the same time. Illegal shift.
So the 5 yards will be marked off against Bogalusa. Back to the, it should be about the 28-yard line. Once all the officials pick up their flags and get ready to play the last 23 seconds of this first half. Coming up following the break at halftime, we'll have the Bogalusa High School Marching Band, followed by the Demons Marching Band. And then the second half will come your way here from Demon Field. And this time the handoff goes to Douglas, far side, and he's up to the 34-yard line. That could very well and will be the final play of the first half. It's scoreless here at Demon Field. Back with the halftime show after these words on Channel 17 Sports.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
The next selection will feature our new majorette twirling line to another Motown hit entitled My Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our halftime presentation by the Bogalusa High School Marching Band, Color Guard, Majorettes, and Paper Dolls. We bid you good evening and hope you enjoyed the show.
We interrupt this program for a fashion alert from Rosenblum's. Rosenblum's Shopyard Square in Bogalusa says it's back to school time and you need to send your family back to class with fashion and flair. Hit the books in style with the latest from the Tommy Hilfiger Jr. line. Just in, fashion denim in boot cut, cargo boot cut, and boyfriend styles. Perfect for those fall days ahead. Available in sizes 1 through 15. Get hip in the new dark wash jeans from Tommy Hilfiger in Missy sizes 2 to 16. Top your jeans off with that perfect Tommy Hilfiger shirt in a sleek modern shape. Boat necks, 3/4 length sleeves, hooded knits are just a few for that fashion alert from Rosenblum's. Look for the latest styles from such name brands as Guess, My Michelle, XOXO, all the hottest styles at Rosenblum's. For those special occasions, shop Rosenblum's dress department from such famous makers as Liz Claiborne, Casper, Dennis Goldsmith, and all the latest and hottest fashions for fall and on into your winter season. Choose from sizes 2 through 24. Rosenblum's has a dress for every woman. Fashion alert in the men's department. Drawstrings, cargos, dark wash denims, tropical print shirts are hot. And Rosenblum's says stay cool. In the men's department, let our friendly staff show you the latest from Tommy Hilfiger, FUBU, Union Bay, the latest Nautica jeans for men. Put your best foot forward in men's footwear by Tommy Hilfiger, FUBU, Doc Martin. The list goes on and on. Don't forget the little ones. They like to look cool just like the big kids, so send them off to class with Tommy Hilfiger, Guess, Calvin Klein, Polo by Ralph Lauren, in infants, toddlers, and children's sizes. Boy sizes 4 to 20, including slims and huskies, and girl sizes 4 to 16, available in all the latest colors and styles. As always, Rosenblum's offers the complete line of Estee Lauder fragrances and cosmetics. Try out a new look for school. Call now for a complimentary makeover. Rosenblum's still has all those Beanie Babies, new and retired styles, arriving daily, as well as all the tie collectibles. Don't get an F in fashion. Make Rosenblum's your one-stop back-to-school headquarters. That's Rosenblum's, Shopyard Square, Bogalusa, open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday.
The Franklinton High School Marching Band. The band is under the full direction of Drum Major James Bonner. This band is directed by Clay McGee. Our opening selection is Bravada. Listen and enjoy. Joining the Franklinton High School Band, the Franklinton High School Majorette, Flag Team, Our next selection, Celebrate a Celebration. On the visitors' side of the visitor parking lot, there's a light gray Nissan license plate FLP302. You need to move your car, please. Tony Harrison, you need to move your vehicle. Tony Harrison. Sponsored by Vicky Taylor. Our next selection, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet.
Augustine here at the Decorating Showroom along with Mike Parkerson. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. We've been trying to schedule this shoot for like a week. This man is the busiest man in Washington Parish.
Well, I don't know about that, Tim, but I've got plenty to do.
I'll tell you what, all the great bargains and all the great prices and the tremendous selection is the reason. Wait.
Excuse me, Tim.
I thought we were going to have time to do this commercial. What they do?
Decorating showroom. Yes, ma'am. We've got plenty of vinyl flooring to select from. We've got the Armstrong line, Domco, Mannington, just all that you would need, the Tarkett line. Yes, ma'am. We're at 941 Cleveland Street. Okay, we're looking for you. Thank you.
Think you'll have enough time to finish this thing here?
Well, I hope so, Tim. I was trying to tell you about this piece of ceramic tile that we've got on sale here. This is a piece from Mannington. It's called Arizona Stone. And it comes in only 3 shades, but they've kind of got the ceramic tile, Mexican tile look.
That's you again?
Yeah, excuse me, Tim.
We're not going to get this done at all.
Decorating showroom. Yes, ma'am. We have several Berber carpets on sale. We've got a selection of about 6 for $14. Yes, ma'am. 941 Cleveland Street. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Look, we got to. I know. I mean, the cameraman's by the hour. Demon Field in Franklinton. Now here's the whistle. Bogalusa will receive. Good kick, taken on about the 5 by Aaron DeMond, and he's got room up to the 35-yard line. So a 30-yard return, Mike Bird, to start things off in quarter number 3.
Well, the first half, nothing to nothing. They had 6 turnovers and 10 penalties. So it was an exciting first half, even though they didn't have any points. So Bogalusa defense played well. Franklinton stayed on Bogalusa's end of the field. Had 5 different times they was inside the Bogalusa 30 and didn't score. So this game's still up and grab for anybody, Tim. Nothing.
And it's always the first drive of the third quarter dictates a lot of momentum in the second half. And Hunter hands it off. And Aaron DeMond is swarmed under after maybe a yard to the 36. So second down, about 9.5 yards to go, Mike.
Well, Franklin's defense, both defense played real well in the first half. They didn't give up any points. I think it was a big play is going to be different this game. Might get down to the special teams, Tim, a punt or a block punt or something like that, because both defenses have dominated the first half.
Second down now coming up as Hunter hands it off and nowhere to go. Maybe a 2-yard gain for Aaron DeMond up to the 38-yard line. So here's a big third down conversion time for Bogalusa.
Yeah, Bogalusa didn't really throw the ball that much in the first half. Let's see if Hunter might have like a rollout or something here, because Franklin's defense has really done a good job inside the tackles.
Indeed. And Hunter rolls far side, throws downfield. He's open, and he will have the football. That's going to be Scott Knight with the ball inside, right on the Franklinton 20-yard line. Just as you said, a big play is going to make a difference here. And if Bogalusa goes in and scores here, Mike, that'll exactly be what it is.
That's one of the few times that Bogalusa really tried the long pass there in the first half. Hunter rolled out to the left, had pretty good protection, and threw the ball. And it was an excellent catch by Knight. He had to turn back around. It was good defense by Franklin. Good pass, good catch. Bogalusa down on about the Franklinton 19-yard line.
Hunter at quarterback now. Wideouts left and right. And the handoff goes to Aaron DeMond. He's bringing tacklers with him down inside the 10. Should be first and goal coming up for the Lumberjacks. Under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mike, indeed it is a first down and goal.
Bogalusa came out here after not being able to muster much offense in the first half to come by here and hit a long 43-yard play, and then DeMond picked up 10 yards down there, so it'll be 1st and goal at the 9.
And the handoff goes to DeMond again. He gets around the corner, and he's down to about the 5.
Tackle made by Billy Peterson. Peterson's made several good plays tonight defensively for Franklinton.
And we have a man down on the field.
Hey, Bogalusa's come out here second half and been moving the ball, Tim. I don't know what Coach Email told them at halftime, but he got them fired up here starting the second half.
9:19 and counting left in the third quarter. And the handoff right up the middle. Aaron DeMond to the 1. And it's going to bring up 3rd and goal. As we work our way under 9 minutes to go in the third. Don't forget the second half of our doubleheader, Bowling Green and Wilkinson Academy with David and Trevia and Mike Evans. And I know they will have a good play-by-play description of that one, Mike.
Oh, yes, that's 2 outstanding athletes played for Bogalusa. Both of them were really good football players, Tim. They do an excellent job announcing the games, too.
And DeMond waits, finds his hole. He is in for the touchdown. Aaron DeMond, and it's Bogalusa 6, Franklinton nothing, and it comes with 8:31 left to go in the third quarter, breaking through a scoreless duel, Mike Burt.
That was a good drive for Bogalusa. 65 yards and 7 plays. Breaks a scoreless tie. Bogalusa up 6-0. Let's see who's going to be attempting the extra point here. I think Hunter's going to be attempting it, Tim. So that was a big drive for Bogalusa. As you said, you 2 for 2, Tim. You said that the first drive of the third quarter is the most important, and Bogalusa went right down the field, made a touchdown. Excellent drive there.
And they snap it on a fake, throw it into the end zone, and it is caught for a 2-point conversion. And the score with timeout on the field is Bogalusa 8, Franklinton nothing. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport.
Buy your diamonds now when the prices are right. Just look, 1 quarter.
They'll have to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion.
And Jackson, it's a reverse fake to Jackson. And coming around the near side, he could go inside the 20 and down to the 11-yard line. Kendrick Burton just about had a return.
80-yard return.
And he's at the Bogalusa 11-yard line. Now, here's the other statistic coming into play, Mike. They've been down deep several times, 5 times.
Bogalusa defense has held him the first time, but that was a big play. It looked like it was going to be a reverse, but he just kept the ball, and DeMond ran a long way to bring him down.
And Newman hands it to Jackson, and he's down to about the 7-yard line. I think what you're going to see here, Mike Bird, is they're just going to pound it 4 times and see if they can get it in the end zone.
Well, in the first half, they got down inside the 24 times on the legs of Bo Jackson, and then they decided to throw the ball. So I think you might be right there, Tim. Jackson been getting 3, 4, 5 yards every carry. So a big defensive series for Bogalusa here, and also a big offensive series for Franklin, who trail 8-0 after actually dominating the first half, even though the Demons didn't score any points. Bogalusa timeout.
Timeout on the field with Bogalusa leading 8-0. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport.
Bogalusa Concrete would like to thank everyone for their...
No? Newman has them to the line of scrimmage on the 8-yard line. And he hands it to Jackson. Nowhere to go. They'll bring up 3rd down for the Franklinton Demons. And Mike, had they faked that one to Jackson, Newman could have skipped into the end zone that time without being touched.
That might be a play they're going to call, Tim. Everybody's keying on him. That was an excellent defensive play by number 21, Darius Greeley. Came in off the end there and stopped him. So it's a big play here, third. They can get a first down on about the 1.5.
Big third down play here with 7:05 remaining in the third quarter. Bogalusa 8, Franklinton nothing. And now Newman will have the ball. He'll be swarmed under back at about the 10-yard line. So now it's going to be 4th down and 9 facing the Franklinton Demons. Now, do you kick a field goal here, Mike, or you just try to run a 4th down play that's going to...
I don't know if Franklin has a field goal kicker. If they did, it'd be a good time. I think they're going for it because the quarterback's in there. But Franklin, if the Lumberjacks can hold them here, it'll be another outstanding defensive effort because Franklin's been on Bogalusa's end of the field the whole game, but just can't get into the end zone.
4th down, they can get a first down inside the 1. And there's movement. And we'll see which way it goes, which party moved first. It's Bogalusa offside, and that gives them a better shot at it.
That's right. Tim moves them down there inside the 5. And so it'll be 4th down. 4th down and 4 here. It's another big, it's a big play here on both sides of the ball. See what Franklin's going to call here. Trailing 8-0 with 6:19 left in the third quarter.
I can almost tell you it's going to go to Bo Jackson somewhere or another.
Probably, Tim.
Full house backfield in behind Newman. And he calls timeout to talk about it with the coaches. All right, big play here for the Demons. 4th down. 4 for the first, 5 for the touch. With 6:04 left in the third quarter. 8-0 Bogalusa at this juncture. Hand off to Jackson. He's in. Touchdown, Franklinton. Bo Jackson. In for the 6. It's an 8-6 ball game now. And the conversion attempt will follow. Bogalusa got 2 points on their conversion. And so Franklinton lines up to go for 2 points. And Newman hands it to Jackson. He's in. It's good. There's timeout on the field. Our game is tied. Bogalusa 8, Franklinton 8. Back after these words on Channel 17 Sports. Moses Carpet Cleaning and Floor Care is game with 5:58 to go in the third. 8-8. Here's the kick. And it's going to be taken by Ori on the far side. And he finally will be rolled down up around the 30-yard line. But it'll be 1st and 10 Bogalusa from that point. We got a new game now at 8 apiece, Mike.
Well, that's weird. Neither team was able to score in the first half, and Bogalusa gets their first drive 65 yards for a touchdown, gets 2 points, makes it 8-0. Then Franklin runs the kickoff back 80 yards, comes down there and goes on 4th down and makes a touchdown and the 2-point tied up.
Bogalusa now plays a 1st down and 10-yard to go situation at their own 30-yard line in a tie ball game. It's 8 apiece from Demon Field in Franklinton. And Hunter hands it off to the first man through. Let's see. Ronald Fields on the ball carry up to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up for Bogalusa. 5:25 left in the third quarter. We're tied at 8 if you just joined us. Lumberjacks up to the line of scrimmage now to the 35-yard line. And Hunter takes the ball, fumbles, and it's picked up. And a 1st down carry up to the 49-yard line. Douglas picked it up. And a big first down for Bogalusa. That play almost looked designed.
It was.
Okay, there we go. So he didn't fumble. It was just a...
It was designed that way.
All right, well, when it works like that, when it works like that, it's a genius, you know.
That's right. That's why we like it.
All right, Coach. All right. And it's first down and 10 yards to go. And first man through to the 48-yard line. Ronald Fields on the carry. No, we're so close up here tonight. We're working with Coach Passman and Coach Haney right next to us, and sometimes we can look and see the expression on their face as to how things are going, just as well as ours. And they got the inside scoop, Mike, because they're in contact with the Bogalusa bench. So right now, this drive crucial for the Lumberjacks, tied at 8 with 4:19 to go. Second down. Hunter takes the ball, drops back, throws downfield. And he has his man, Aaron DeMond, inside the 30, 25, cuts inside and down to the 19-yard line. And that's where he is so dangerous, Mike Bird, is in the open field. If you can get it to Aaron DeMond, he can make things happen.
That's right, Tim. That was a good pass there. He cut across the middle, but there's a flag on the play over here, Tim. Let's see what it is.
They're coming back, and that's not a good indication.
Let's see what he says. Offensive interference.
Interference called against Bogalusa with 4:02 to go in the third. And that's going to move things way back. Bogalusa is going to be, well, he's walking all the way to Washington Street. It's a loss of
That's a loss of down, too, Tim. That's about the worst play you can have. 15-yard penalty and a loss of down.
Third down, and Bogalusa has to get to at least the fairground stage for a first down. Well, that's a big change from first down on the 19. And we'll see what kind of aerial attack we have here. Hunter back, looks, fires down the field, and it is overthrown as intended receiver down around the 15-yard line. And another flag is on the play. And we will see what the infraction is now. The flag is laying on about the 48-yard line. Ineligible man downfield will be declined. It's fourth down. So the Jacks will have to punt it away. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one's far from over. 8 apiece here at Demon Field. And, Mike, we haven't called this tight a game in quite a while.
Well, it was a big turnaround for Bogalusa. It looked like they was going to have a 1st and 10 at the Franklinton 19. Had a offensive interference, a play you don't see very often. There's a loss of down and a 15-yard penalty. So now Bogalusa is going to have to punt, and Franklinton will probably have pretty good field position.
You're right. And they're coming for it, and they just missed getting the block there. And it hits a Lumberjack player in the back of the foot, and that negated a roll they would have gotten. But the Demons will take over at the 37-yard line. Next week, our FPTV 17 high school game of the week will be homecoming in Bogalusa as they take on John Ehret out of New Orleans. And I know, Mike, you'll be looking forward to seeing a good lot of old friends around homecoming next week.
Well, I hope they have a big crowd. I hope there's a big crowd in Bogalusa next week if they got tonight. This is one of the biggest crowds I've seen. Both sides are jam-packed, people standing along the fence, and it's been a good high school football game.
And it was that way last week in Covington as well, a good following for the Jacks. And that's going to be Bo Jackson carrying for about a yard up to the 38-yard line. Well, I know one thing. We have a second end of a doubleheader for you this week. Bowling Green and Wilkinson Academy. David Entrevia and Mike Evans doing that one. And they're going to watch this one real close, I guarantee you. I know that game at Bowling Green is great, but this is a seesaw battle here that everyone is staying to the end.
That's right, Tim. And the game at Bowling Green tonight is also homecoming, the 30th anniversary of Bowling Green. So there'll be a lot of people at that game also.
You betcha. Newman hands it off. And it's Bo Jackson again, this time up to the 44-yard line. Bringing up third down and about 3 yards to go for the Demons. This is a big third down play here for the Lumberjack defense to defend. Down in the late moments of the third quarter, 2:30 and counting. And Newman takes the ball, hands it off, nowhere to go. Sean Fall and company. Bring him down. And it's fourth down and the kicking unit coming on for the Demons as we approach the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. All tied at 8. Folks getting their money's worth here tonight, Mike.
That's right, Tim. The game's been good. I hope the hot dogs are good, too. So it should be, like I said, it's been a good game. People can get their money's worth, and good battle between two good football teams.
Good kick. It's got some distance and a roll. It's going to come back this way a little bit. But it'll be first down Bogalusa on their own 21-yard line with 1:35 left in the third quarter. Tim Augustine, Mike Bird, and Cecil B. to football. Pat Baggett here at the Demon Stadium. Next week, we'll be at Lumberjack Stadium, Bogalusa for John Ehret and homecoming.
Hopefully, if they get the lights fixed.
That'll be an afternoon game. We'll be there whenever they play the game.
Yeah, I hope everything's. I hope they get the lights. They've had some problems with the fixtures and everything like that, and I saw them working on it today. So I hope everything will be ready for a big homecoming game next Friday, Tim.
All right, Hunter has the line of scrimmage. Look for a little quick trap pass here. And he goes back. He will throw it downfield. Man is open and just can't put his hands on it. Oh, my. It was intended downfield. Jake Kennedy. No, excuse me, Monday. Tremaine Monday. Just a little too long of being a beautiful play.
It's a good pass, but it was just he couldn't quite get his hands on it. That was a good pass. Hunter rolled to his left, threw the back across his body. He had to step on the defenders, but the pass was just a little bit too long. That play, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried that play later on during the game.
Well, if they keep throwing downfield a little bit, they're going to loosen that defense up, and they're going to pop a run on them is what's going to happen.
That's right. Franklin and Bogalusa's defense both played well here, Tim. Just 8-8 score.
2nd and 10 now. Pitch goes to Aaron DeMond, and he will be rolled under for a loss for about a yard back to the 20-yard line. And that's going to put Bogalusa in a 3rd down and 12 situation. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 8. And the ball is resting on the 20-yard line. Hunter has him to the line of scrimmage. And rolls out near side, being chased. Now throws it across the grain. Man is open. Aaron DeMond. Let's see, who's that on the reception? That's what I thought. I was just making sure. We get blind in my old age. And it's first down, Bogalusa. In Demon territory up at the 41-yard line. What a difference a play makes, Mike Bird.
Well, Lamont, that play has been open several times, and DeMond has really done a good job playing offense and defense tonight. So, like I said, it's another play. He's coming out of the backfield and throw it to him. And here's a timeout called by Franklinton.
Timeout on the field with the score tied at 8. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport. The sizzling summer staving spectacular at the Franklinton 40-yard line with 30 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. This game is tied at 8. And handoff goes to Aaron DeMond, taking tacklers with him inside the 35. He'll be down on the 32, and 2nd and 2 will be coming up next. But chances are we won't get this play in this quarter. Time will expire at the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score is Bogalusa 8 and Franklinton 8. We'll be back with the 4th quarter of action coming your way next here on FPTV 17. The next time you travel, rely on the free expert service. Hunter takes the ball, hands it off, and a first down carry for Douglas to the 25-yard line. Now a big first down carry there, and the Lumberjacks have 1st and 10 at the Demon 25-yard line. We're underway in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 8. And this is a good time for the Lumberjack offense to start to get unraveled.
Well, Bogalusa didn't really have the ball that much there in the first half, and then when they had it, it was down deep in their own territory. They couldn't do anything, but they've been running pretty smoothly here in the second half, Tim.
Right you are, and DeMond in motion, and he takes the handoff, and he's just tripped up in the backfield. Number 84 for Franklinton, Marshall Anthony, made a shoestring tackle but kept DeMond from getting on the outside. He could have gone a long way.
Looked like he had a chance. He had a chance to go all the way to the end zone on that play, but he tripped him up. Good defensive play. He lost about 3 yards on that play, Tim. 2nd and 13.
Second down and about 12. Ball back at the 27-yard line. And Hunter takes the ball. Looks being chased, and he'll be down as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Billy Peterson and company bringing him down. Big 3rd down play coming up here. Clock running with 10:40 and counting. Left in regulation. We're tied at 8. And I can't say enough about the fans. Both sides of the field, standing room only. A credit to good football fans in Washington Parish who know the great brand of football they can see here on Friday night.
That's right, Tim. This has been a good game. Like I said, it's always a big rivalry, and people get along well. So I love to see these games when a lot of people's here.
And we're going to have a timeout called by Bogalusa to talk it over. And we'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport.
Now, this is very important.
Excuse me.
Owned and operated, Double D Meats and Jacks with 10:12 to go in the 4th quarter. And Hunter drops back, being chased. He unloads it downfield in the end zone, and it is intercepted by number 3, Kendrick Burton. It'll be 1st and 10 Franklinton on their own 20-yard line. And Mike, you don't ever want to throw an interception, but that's about as good as you can do as far as minimal damage is concerned.
Well, that was a good play. It's a play's work for Bogalusa. Douglas comes out of the backfield. He flares out of the backfield and heads out from, he lined up on the right, went all the way around to the left, and the defensive back, number 3, was Kendrick Burton. He just made a good interception on that play, Tim. So that was just a good defensive play. So Franklinton dodges the bullet, takes over 1st down, their own 20, 10:04 left in the contest.
And Newman takes the ball, hands it off to Jackson, and he crosses the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Tackle made by Berlin Williams.
Clock runs with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in regulation. Can we smell overtime in this game?
I don't know the way this game's been going, Tim. I don't know. I don't know if we can handle overtime after having a close game like this.
We'll have to renegotiate respect for overtime.
Time and a half?
Should be double time.
I don't know. Well, if they do that, we play about 12 quarters.
All right. And now we're going to have timeout Franklinton. Okay, now Franklinton out of timeouts, I understand, with 9:20 to play in regulation in a game tied at 8 points apiece. And Newman hands it off. This time number 21 on the carry, Antonio Garrett. He's up near a first down, but he'll be short at the 29-yard line. While we're on this edge of the field, I'm going to take just a moment to catch a long-awaited seat, Mike Vernon.
Got to rest up, Tim. You got the Katoka, so you better take care of yourself.
Well, I'll tell you, well, you're a specialist at that stuff. You know how to diagnose it, I guarantee you.
I had it a couple of weeks ago. Thought I was going to die.
It's third down, handoff, and nowhere to go. He didn't make it. Now, Mike Bird, it's decision time.
Oh, no, he'll have to punt, Tim. Ain't no, I don't think. But that end of the field, it needs more than a yard. I think they've got to punt.
And now they'll go into the punting formation. 8-10 and counting. What'd you say, Mike?
They might try to get Bogalusa to jump off sides. Bogalusa jumped off sides twice.
And he gets the kick away. And it'll be a Franklinton bounce down to the 37, where Bogalusa will take over. First down and 10 yards to go. 7:46 left to go. Mike, and here's where you said Lumberjacks or Demons, either one, they want to win this thing in regulation, because you go to the overtime where you start on the 10, you don't know what can happen down there.
Anything could happen in overtime, Tim. That's most coaches hate overtime because a guy could have a wide open play and slip and fall or anything. So they want to, both Coach Smith and Coach Hummel wants to win it in regulation time.
Lumberjacks play first and 10 now at the 37-yard line. Hunter at quarterback. Takes the ball, hands it to Aaron DeMond, who skirts around the far side, has room, 45-50, and has a first down in Demon territory. We'll see where they spot the football. Ball is at the 45. You know, Mike, you know what comes to mind watching this game tonight? This is one of them that it's a shame somebody has to lose.
Well, that's right. Both teams have really put a lot of effort in this game, and either one of these teams, I hate to say it, if they won one game a year, if they beat the other one, it'd be a good season. If Bogalusa beats Franklin, that's a good season. Franklin leads Bogalusa, that's a good season. And like I said, I hate to see it, but somebody's going to have to lose tonight, Tim.
And the handoff goes inside of the 40 for a 5-yard pickup. Fields on the carry. And you're right, Mike. This is such an intense rivalry game. The coaches play it down. But the real fact of the matter is the kids don't. And they, bragging rights throughout the year in the parish. You hear it around the gym and everything. A win is awful big here tonight.
Well, that's right. In a game like this, you can brag for a year, Tim. You can brag for a year, you know. You can brag to the next millennium.
All right, well, that's the thought I hadn't thought about. This is the last Bogalusa-Franklinton meeting in the century. A flag is thrown as Aaron DeMond skirts his way down to about the 21. And, Mike, it looks like this one's going to come back. Another bad break for the Jacks, trying to mount a drive and go ahead of this game. both of these teams and coaching staffs are to be congratulated on the efforts they've shown here tonight. They both made their share of mistakes, but this has been just a back and forth seesaw battle, turnovers on both sides of the ball. But it's just about as good as it gets as far as closeness in a rivalry.
Well, both teams have had the chances to score, but the defense for both teams have just excelled. 8-8. Can't get no closer than that, Tim.
6:29 and counting left in the ball game in regulation. And Hunter takes the ball, makes a handoff, throws downfield, incomplete, intended for Douglas. It's 3rd down and 10 now, coming up for the Jacks with 6:12 left in regulation. And you know what overtime means. You get the ball on the 10-yard line, you got 4 downs to do something with it, and then the other team does it.
That's right, Tim. So, oh, it must be water break time.
Water break timeout. We'll be back after these words on Channel 17 Sport.
Hi, I'm Sheila Seal, and I'd like to be your next
All right, time back in. 3rd down play, big one here for the Jacks. Hunter back, he'll keep it, and he has got a 1st down to the 30-yard line. Oh, what a nice piece of improvisational running there, Mike Burke.
I think it was going to be a pass play, and blocking had pushed the defenders out on both sides. He ran right up the middle, picked up a big 1st down.
Coach Passman said he called that one, so looked awful good from here. It's 1st down, Bogalusa at the Demon 30-yard line. Three wideouts in the game. The handoff. DeMond to about the 26-yard line. Also, this kind of drive now, Mike, Bogalusa's starting to work on the clock a little bit.
Yeah, this 4th quarter is going by really fast. Tim down 5:31 and counting. By the time this play starts, it'll be right at the 5 minutes mark. So this is a big drive for both teams.
And it's important what time this 4th quarter ends because this place is so packed, it might take 3 hours to empty Franklinton after this one.
Might be, Tim. They got buku-doodles of people here.
All right, 2nd down and about 7 coming up. Ball at the 26-yard line. And right up the middle, backing off tacklers and a 1st down to the 14-yard line. Aaron DeMond. Now you're seeing the first signs, Mike, of the offensive line just wearing down that defense just a little bit for the Demons. You're late in the 4th quarter. Now they're springing off these runs and getting that 1 or 2 step drop they need.
Well, Bogalusa's offense didn't really play that much in the 1st half, so they ought to be a lot more fresher than Franklinton. So, but that was Aaron DeMond has played his best game of the year. He's run the ball well. He's caught the ball well. He's also played good defense.
And now let's see what the holdup will be. They're waiting for the clock to start. 1st down, Bogalusa on the 14-yard line. Douglas inside the 10 to about the 8. Douglas on the carry. 4:36 and counting left in regulation. And if Bogalusa can punch it in the end zone, they'll have a stranglehold on this game.
Well, I don't know, Wade. Last time I thought Bogalusa was in good shape, and they run the kickoff back 80 yards. So a game like this, Tim, you can never tell. You know, this game's not over, but Bogalusa is in good position right now.
And Hunter hands it off, and Douglas is going to be dropped for a loss. Back to the 11-yard line. Now here's a big 3rd down play. Because also, Mike, it's not a given they're going to get in the end zone here, but you'd almost have to think if they get in a 4th down situation, they'll at least try the field goal this late in the game to avoid an overtime.
Well, they might. Hunter was kicking extra points at the first of the year and then Jamboree and doing pretty good, but last time Bogalusa made their only touchdown, they went straight for 2, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not sure.
Third down, and Hunter skirts far side, throws, and it's caught. No, it's incomplete. Now we'll see what the strategy will be employed here. And we'll listen in on the coaches here to see. Coach, what we got coming up?
Touchdown. Touchdown.
All right. Coach Passman says it's a touchdown. We'll see. It's fourth down. And we're going to have flag on the play. Too much time. Delay a game. And that will not help the cause there. It'll move Bogalusa back to the 15-yard line. It's fourth down and 11 for the first, about 15 or 16 for the touchdown. They can get it just inside the 5, it'll be first and goal. 8-8 is our deadlock score. And we've got flags halting this one as well. And this looks like another infraction coming up against Bogalusa. Referee will come forward and let us know. Another delay. That is crippling the chances of Bogalusa to score here. And the Demon defense catching 2 great breaks down there, and they'll take them. They're fighting to keep this one tied, try to win it late or go to overtime. Mike, those are the kind of penalties that take you out of winning situations, though.
Well, I could see the first one, but the second one, I don't know if the band was playing. I mean, that's not an excuse, but they just took too long on both plays.
And Hunter back, looks, throws, intercepted at the goal line. It's coming back this way to the 19-yard line. Who was that there, Mike?
Interception was made by number 10, Elijah Warren.
Elijah Warren brings it back the other way to the 19-yard line with 3:14 left in regulation. We're tied at 8 and nobody's leaving here. First down for the Demons. Newman dropping back, sprints, throws downfield. It's caught for a first down at the 30-yard line. Sheriff Blair, you come in at the most opportune moment. We got a heck of a game here.
Well, I tell you, I've been here for a while wading through the crowd of people. This is the most people I've seen in a game in Washington Parish a long, long time, and they definitely getting their money's worth, Tim.
I told Mike, I said, it's important when this game's over because it's going to take 3 hours to empty Franklinton out. It's not only this crowd, but you got that big homecoming crowd across town at Bowling Green.
Yeah, they got a large crowd. I went in there early. It started here and then went over there and came back, you know. Yeah, they have a large crowd, but they were up like it was 20-0 the third quarter, and it wasn't much of a ball game. But this one, he scoots around the left side, picks up about 4. I'm telling you, you know, walking in here listening to a lot of the people and some of the Lumberjack coaches up here, Bill and a few more of them at Bogalusa. You know, Franklinton had many opportunities early on from what I could understand and just couldn't cash it in. And
Mike's got it. It's like 5 times they got in the red zone and resulted in no points.
And you feel sorry, in a sense, for Bogalusa right there. Any kind of place kicker at all, they set their offense up. But, you know, they didn't have anybody, a little chip shot field goal. That pass is behind him. He better get over here and get it. Right, Bogalusa, did he get it before he got out of bounds? Let's wait. No signal. That was Franklinton ball. But, yeah, nobody was paying attention. The referee pointed to the back, Tim. That was actually considered a lateral. Ricky Newman threw the ball behind the receiver out here, and it was a fumble all the way, and the Lumberjack boys just wasn't they tried to get over there, but it was a tough one. It was right on the sideline, but Bogalusa couldn't get it. Oh, that would have been a critical turnover right there for Bogalusa. Brings up third down, about 8 yards to go. Big play, 2:18 left in the ball game.
Smelling overtime, huh, Sheriff?
Oh, I tell you, right there, and both teams have played real well. I'm proud to see this many people here. That's what you like. Interest in high school sports and in kids. Let these kids know that these Newman over the middle, drop. Couldn't quite hang on. Little deep slant down over the middle. Newman's pass broken up, be fourth down. Punting team comes on, 2:13 left, 8-8. You're right, this has been a struggle all night. Excellent ball game.
Sheriff, you're right, and we commented on it many times. That this is one of the largest crowds in many years to watch a high school game here in Franklinton. All the Bogalusa fans brought everybody they did last week at Covington. We commented on it. And it is great to see the fans out supporting these clubs like they are. Now let's see what they're going to do.
Another penalty looks like some kind of shift late by Franklinton. They was trying to run somebody out. I don't know if it's going to be another delay of game or what they got, but definitely penalties are beginning to creep up. The referees are dominating the fourth quarter.
All right. Now we'll unstack it and see which way they're going to go. Mike, every time I see the sheriff show up and take his jacket off, I feel like basketball season won't be far away.
Well, I tell you what, it's a little bit cooler outside, but in this press box, it has nothing to do with cool. There's not a word in here, Mike. It's hot.
How's the other crew doing at Bowling Green? They all right?
They look, and Trevy and them look real hot. When I came by, I didn't even get up in the booth there to punt. Ooh! Got a late punt off the side of his foot and out of bounds right about the 48-yard line of the Jacks, and they got 2:07 in.
That's an eternity, Sheriff, with the type of offense Bogalusa runs and the speed of their receivers.
I don't say this because I'm just from Washington Parish and proud, but Bogalusa has got the best 1 and 2 team in the state by far. I mean, Mandeville is a lot better than people give them credit tonight. They lost to Hammond tonight, 13-0, and Hammond's got a good ball team. And then Covington last week, I don't think Covington scored a point on offense in the game. I mean, that happens to you, but Bogalusa is blessed with a lot of skill position people. But so far, Damon back to pass. He's over the middle alone. He's got a man wide open. He just didn't go try to catch the ball. I don't know what else you can say. He's like the pass was there, but when the safety came up in front of it, got a penalty on the play. But I've got Coach Mr. Russell Knight, the spotter for the Demons, says we got motion on the Lumberjacks. Two people in motion at the same time, and that's exactly what the call is. 2 minutes left in the game. Sound like the basketball game, Mike. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh, I'll take it.
Frank Bogalusa, in a sense, is young and building. A lot of their linemen were gone from last year. Skill position people. You know, I talk to people, the coaches all over the state, and they're scared of Bogalusa like you are a rattlesnake because of what you said, Tim. They can score on any play. If they got the ball on their own 1 yard line, they're liable to break something 99 yards. They're just, I don't know, it just seems like that big play for Coach Email and them, they just can't get it when they need it. The third down play or whatever, or penalties have been killing them. Back to see, runs into his fullback, long pass downfield. He overthrew his receiver, and we're going to have an offensive pass interference call, I believe. I don't say it till it's over with, but I believe he's going to call Aaron DeMond for pass interference on the offense. The pass was overthrown, and DeMond trying to go for it just couldn't get around his man, and I believe we're going to get an offensive. Here's the call, right? Yes, it is. Offensive pass interference. And again, Coach Email's team backing up instead of going forward. And they played some tough teams, Tim. Don't get me wrong, Bogalusa, but I wouldn't.
Next week they loom with John Eric coming in for homecoming.
And that's a load too. But you know, hand it to Coach Email and the guys from Bogalusa. By God, they didn't back away from anybody. And you got DeMond's already signed with LSU. There's several other major colleges here scouting kids, and that's what you got to do, Tim. You can't play this, as they say, the cream puff schedule and all that, win a few games, and expect your kids to get noticed. When you're playing people that's better than you in a higher classification as Covington and Mandeville, John Eric will be, it's a credit to Coach Email and them for playing it. Inside handoff, DeMond off to the right side picks up about 6 or 7 yards, and he's ran out of bounds and bring up 3rd down and about 25.
Minute 45 or so left in this game. And I believe most folks are ready to go to overtime. That's how to settle this one tonight.
Well, I can tell you, nobody run home. They haven't anybody left. I
got a suggestion for the sheriff's office. Maybe you'll turn all lanes outbound from here and we can get out of here.
It would be wonderful right now if you could get that way, but I can see my deputies and the Franklinton PD boys, the traffic control guys, are not getting a lot of business at this time. 8-8, 1 minute, 46 seconds left in regulation. Bogalusa, 3rd and 25.
And Hunter?
Another penalty.
Well,
I believe you're going to get another delay of game penalty. Let's see the referee. Yep, delay of game. Bogalusa just not getting the plays off in time, and that's like Coach Email's upset, and coaching staff up here is upset, but you're just going to have to work on that a little bit better right now. Bogalusa doesn't want to do anything silly here and make a turnover down below midfield here. If nothing else, run a play, try to keep the clock running, punt it away, and then let your defense, who's done a fine job tonight. Both defensive teams have played well, Tim.
Now Hunter back, throws it downfield, and it's incomplete, 4th down. And the punting unit will be coming on, and they'll have to stop Franklinton from making a last-moment heroic win here.
Well, you got 2 quarterbacks here that can really throw the football. Travis Hunter, a junior from Bogalusa, is excellent. Ricky Newman, a sophomore, is an excellent player. And I talk about both of them. I suppose I'll have Travis in American Legion baseball next year. He's an outstanding baseball player. Played on Coach Allen Bird and Coach Hughes' 15 and 16-year-old team this year. Did real well. And Ricky Newman is just all-star as a freshman here. The back punt, he dropped the ball. He's in trouble. He's trying to come around. Now he's going to throw the ball downfield, and it's incomplete. And Bogalusa definitely has to have illegal men downfield. There's enough flags on the thing that you'd think it was the litter crew picking up, Mike. I'm sure right there, because there was no fake intended there. And eligible receivers downfield, the Lumberjacks just took off. The punter bobbled the snap. The kid couldn't hang on to it.
Well, Sheriff, the Demons are going to have the last chance at this one to keep it from going to overtime. It's been that kind of ball game.
Well, here we got penalties refused. They threw the pass downfield, and it's incomplete. And the worst thing that could have happened to the Lumberjacks right there happened. Tim, that's it. 1:30 left in the game. 8-8. Ball rests on the 27-yard line. The Demons in possession here. And definitely the momentum has shifted to the Demons. The Lumberjacks defense will have to bow their back, but they've risen to the occasion all night. So let's see what we got. 1:30, Newman down under. Handoff, Jackson comes back across the middle, and again, the referee's team leads in yardage gained in the 4th quarter. Another penalty, and it looked like Franklinton maybe had a man in motion, and that's exactly the call. Franklinton again, there you go. You go from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 15, and the offenses are struggling.
This time in the game, 5 yards is big.
Right.
Any 5 yards.
Franklinton's hoping to get close enough to nothing else. Try a late field goal, even if you don't have a lot of kickers. That Franklinton has somebody that they would probably attempt to have. Bogalusa didn't even look to have that. Coach Email never thought about it a while ago. They wound up with 4th and goal from about the 7-yard line, and wound up 4th and from the 20-something, but they never thought about a field goal. Newman rolls right, looks downfield, throws it. Ooh, it like to have been intercepted, and it should have been. Chris Taylor couldn't quite come up with it. The ball was behind him. The ball was actually behind the defensive back from Bogalusa. The pass downfield was intended for number 89 of the Demons. And
Singleton.
Singleton. Okay, good. That's it. No, right. Krishan. All right. I didn't see it on the first page here. You go through all. I know all these kids. You know, most every one of them by their face when you see them in there, but you don't. They look a lot different in pads from up here. 2nd down, 15 for the Demons. Newman fake end around, giving off and snuffed out by the Lumberjacks. I tell you, beautiful play by the defense.
Cedric Gross got the football, but he was sliding when he did. And now we're down to 1:05 and counting. It's 3rd down. And you know what? The Demons are out of timeout, Sheriff.
I think that was Darius Greeley on the stop. Darius made a wonderful play right there. I like a kid right there. You're right. Down under 50 seconds to play now in the game. Franklinton and Bogalusa both, when they got the ball, have proceeded in a backwards motion instead of forward here. The defensive both teams stepped up. 3rd down forever. Newman rolls right, comes back over the middle. Knocked down. Good defensive play by Aaron DeMond. DeMond with a nice defensive play, and Newman decked on the play by number 3 of Bogalusa. Fred McGee got in there and had a hit. Franklinton player down, number 82 for the Demons. Yep, let's get on to the other one.
Rodney Mitchell.
Rodney Mitchell down.
Timeout on the field.
4th down, Demons down under 35 seconds. Look for him to throw long here. Newman rolls right. Long pass downfield is caught. Great catch, touchdown. Franklinton, my goodness alive. Give him credit. Cedric Gross, touchdown. Ricky Newman threaded the needle. Bogalusa had it well defensed. Tim, you couldn't have got any better on defense. That's just a catch that's for the millennium. There'll be many a kid to watch this tape for a long time, and it puts Franklinton ahead 14-8 with 29 seconds. Newman to Gross from about 37 yards, touchdown.
Can you believe it? What a play.
I don't know, Mike Bird, if it's me or if it's Tim Augustine, or when we get together, we can get some of the most exciting things to happen at the end of the game. And this is not over. Look, Franklinton, you get the point block, something. Franklinton's moving on the play, and they're going to have to back up. Looks like, is that Kenny Webb in to kick the point? Number 40, Kenny Webb, sophomore for Franklinton. And Cedric Gross that caught the touchdown pass. Looks to me as he comes off, he looks like he's got muscle cramps in the lower leg.
You know, that catch might become a legend, like the Immaculate Reception or something down the road when they're talking to their kids about games.
Well, like I said, this one's not over here. The scorekeeper hasn't got the 14 up on the board yet, but I'm sure he's coming with it. 29 seconds. Gross have flags down again. The kick is good, but flags are down. Let's see what it is. Illegal motion, Franklinton. And before long, we'll be behind midfield before we got it. Coach Smith will be deciding to get down there and do it. And the fireworks explode on the far side of the field. Undoubtedly, that's for the referees. You would have thought they'd have shot that off after the touchdown instead of all the penalties, huh? Franklinton comes to the sideline right here. Timeout. Franklinton Demons, they're backing up. We're going to take a short break, 14-8. Franklinton, 29 seconds left. All right, we're back after Franklinton called timeout. Kenny Webb is set up again. The kicking from the 20. Be a 30-yard extra point. Gross puts it down. Webb's kick is up and good. He line drived it through. Kenny Webb puts Franklinton up 15-8. And the Taylor kid, Chris Taylor, is a man that had defensive assignment on Cedric Gross. But let me tell you something. That young man didn't do anything wrong. Ricky Newman made a good play. They ran a little hitch with the first receiver. Tim, he went out about 15 yards, and he hitched up to come back to him. They circled the other man out of the backfield. Gross came down and just shot up the sideline. Ricky Newman on the run threw a pass, kind of underthrew him, Mike, just a hair. Gross recognized it, slowed down, made a catch, and he reached right over Taylor's head and made a miraculous catch, and then was able to carry it in for the touchdown. And with 29 seconds left, Franklinton took the lead 14-8, and then Kenny Webb kicked the extra point. This thing's not over. 29 seconds. I can tell you Bogalusa can score from anywhere on the field. And so you don't, Lumberjack fans, don't fret just yet. It doesn't look good, but don't you ever underestimate Travis Hunter and Aaron DeMont and the other young men that play for Bogalusa. The question is, how good a return do you get right here? Mike Bird, what you think as Webb kicks off?
He's going to squib kick. No, he surprised me. He kicked it down the field.
Oh, it hit him in the head, but it went out of bounds. The ball was kicked downfield. You're right, Kenny Webb kind of crossed him up on the field, and he kicked it downfield, and his number 11 for the Lumberjacks was running down the field, kind of anticipating it bouncing and going out of bounds, and Robert Douglas actually got hit in the head by the ball, and it bounced out of bounds, and that pinned the Lumberjacks back. Would have been a big play if it hadn't have done that, because Bogalusa would have had Franklinton penalized on the play, and they would have had to back up and kick it further down the field. And I mean, that was just a bad luck situation. 2 seconds ran off the clock.
I think Franklin's got about 9 defensive backs in there, Sheriff.
Franklinton's playing. You've heard the nickel to dime. I believe they have the quarter in on defensive backfield. They are all deep. Travis, don't underestimate them. 27 ticks left. Hunter back to throw, long pass over the middle, complete drop, and did he get it? Yes, and I don't know if he did or not. Franklinton's people don't think so, but both referees, real quick, they said he got it, Mike. It wasn't a big deal there. 22 seconds left. The clock's got to move just a minute. They're moving the change on the first down.
Ask the Saints about those kind of calls.
Oh, you're right. Boy, I can still see Jerry Rice doing it to us again. Quick. He downed the ball. They centered the ball back to Hunter, and he quickly threw the ball down into the turf to stop the clock. 19 seconds left. Bogalusa first down on their own 35-yard line. 19 seconds left, 7-point lead. Franklinton's got six defensive backs in the game. Definitely the middle will be open, Tim. I don't know the situation. I just walked up here. How many timeouts Bogalusa's got? I knew they'd taken one. All right, 19 seconds. Let's set the stage. Hunter back to throw. Bogalusa moves on offense again, and another penalty, and the Lumberjacks just can't seem to get going as the left tackle moved on the play. A lot of pressure on these young kids, Tim, and to come down, you knew it was going to come down to one big play. It didn't matter if it was this play, and it still could be another one, but it may have been overtime, but I tell you, the pressure's been on, and Franklinton was just able to make one offensive play. Cedric Gross, outstanding catch with a nice pass from Ricky Newman. Bogalusa well defense, but just couldn't get it. They didn't get enough pressure on Newman, letting him roll out. 19 seconds left, 15-8. Franklinton leads in the fourth quarter. Hunter back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's off to the 35 and spilled at about the 39-yard line, and the clock runs. 10 seconds, and we get a timeout for the Lumberjacks.
11 seconds showing on the clock. Bogalusa plays a 3rd and 8 from the 39-yard line. And Hunter back to pass. Throws it downfield. And it is in the air. Caught and down at the 20.
3 seconds. 2 seconds. Stops. Clock stops. 2 seconds left. What a catch by Aaron DeMont on a tip pass. Another.
It ain't over yet, Sheriff.
You're right. It ain't over, baby. Bogalusa, no timeouts left. The clock will start. You quickly put it on the ground. See if he drops it real quick with 1 second left. See if he slams it into the ground, Tim. I think that's what he's going to do. Boom, he got it. 1 second left. Great play. Bogalusa up there. if Notre Dame knew how to manage a clock like this young man from Bogalusa right then, they probably would have won a couple more games than they had. Notre Dame has been atrocious here the last few weeks about it. But right there, a beautiful play by Aaron DeMont. Now you know why he signed with LSU early. And Travis Hunter quickly down the field. The Lumberjack coaching staff's got to be proud. The clock doesn't start until the ball gets spotted. They were set as soon as he got it. Boy, he grabbed it and Hunter threw it into the turf. 1 second. You hear the old saying, it comes down to one play. This is the one right here. Travis Hunter in the pocket. Ball on the 20-yard line for the Lumberjacks. They got to score here. Hunter steps up. He's going to run, and he's sacked. And the Demons win the ball game. Number 6 for Franklinton, Billy Peterson, with a beautiful sack right there. And they grab Coach Smith, and the Franklinton people just are crazy. And the fireworks go off, and they defeated the Lumberjacks on 2 of the most beautiful plays late in the game. Bogalusa had a chance right there, but Hunter, Tim, I think being a little young there, he stepped up in the pocket because that's all he had right there. But again, when you're outside on the 20-yard line, Mike Bird, you got to have the presence to throw the ball into the end zone. Hunter got through the play, got through the line, all right. But as he got there, instead of throwing the ball down and hoping he has a chance, I think with all the defensive backs in everybody in the end zone, that he thought maybe he had a chance. But give the credit, Billy Peterson, number 6, with a quick move as he broke the pocket in containment. He came across and he got a hand out just enough to trip Travis Hunter up and bring him down. And the Franklinton Demons, with a hard-fought 15-8 victory tonight. Cedric Gross to go down a long time remembering this catch. The Immaculate Reception says, Russell Knight, boy, you hate anybody to lose here, Tim. A good game. This in essence, probably means a lot more to Franklinton with a new coach game than it did to Bogalusa. And it's not that Bogalusa would say that's important, but to Coach Hemel, it's a loss, but it isn't in district. It isn't something that he can't come back for. Oh, I tell you, Franklin, Bogalusa's lost 3 games, and I'm telling you, they've just hard fought. But Mike Bird got to do them some good when they get to district. I mean, this will pay off then.
Right. Bogalusa in the first half did absolutely nothing offensively. Here in the second half, though, Franklin's defense made 2 interceptions in the end zone in the second half where Bogalusa was moving the ball, and that proved to be the difference right there. And on that play, if the guy hadn't made the tackle, Hunter may have run on in. He had an open field right there, but that was a great game.
Good play by Billy Peterson. Timmy, what'd you see right there at the end?
It was just an unbelievable ending to a ball game that had many moments just like it throughout. That's why it's on video, and people will be wanting to watch it over and over again to relive those moments. I want to thank Cecil B. the football Pat Baggett as we cut out of here. We got another game coming up next. Homecoming from Bowling Green follows these messages, and we got a long football tape to get on.
Long night, and I enjoyed, but thank you to the fans of Bogalusa and Frank. They all acted great. Not a moment's trouble for my men or any of the officers. And Bogalusa sent a large contingent of police officers. So a credit to them and a credit to both schools. But you love to see this many people come to high school sports. It's what it's all about. Let these kids know something. And Cedric Gross and Ricky Newman will remember it, I tell you. Great game. Hated to see the Lumberjacks lose, but 15-8 a final from Demon Stadium. The Franklinton Demons with a victory late with a miraculous catch. And they win it 15-8 over the Lumberjacks to Bogalusa.
And one little reminder, coming up next, Bowling Green and Wilkinson. Next week, we'll be at Lumberjack Stadium for homecoming. The Lumberjacks hosting John Aaron High School. That'll be your FPTV 17 game of the week. For everyone, including Cecil B. the football Pat Baggett, Mike Bird, Sheriff Dwayne Black.